last flight because it was IFR.
Yesterday?
This morning.
Oh, this morning? You had one this morning?
Yeah, but I canceled. It didn't look IFR, but they were reporting 1,100 broken, and there were a lot of low current clouds around.
So when the classes are canceled, lessons are canceled, is it always up to the student to call in, or can we do that online to cancel?
You can't do it online because you can't. I believe you cannot cancel within 48 hours of the lessons.
I see. So you have to call it in.
You have to call it in. Yeah.
Okay.
So last time we did simulated instrument flight and we did simulated engine failure, emergency approach.
Yep.
Landing. Cool.
Yep.
Alright, we'll pick up there.
Yeah, I couldn't reserve 90 Bravo because it was already taken. Reserved. So you guys got it.
No worries.
Couldn't figure out how to get these seats to go back, or are they all the way back?
They're all the way back.
That's why. Oh, yeah, I see what
I
you're
don't like
saying.
it. So for me, it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know, it's about bending my knees and
I
stuff.
see what you're saying now.
Yeah, I don't know why that one has more leg room. It doesn't make sense because they're pretty much the
same.
Yeah. Red just think the rails possibly. The seat rails are longer. Go back a little further on that one. All right, whenever you're ready.
Pre-flight complete. Passenger briefing. I've got my script here. For passenger briefing. We're going to talk about safety. First of all, seat belts. Make sure they're fastened and secure.
Which they're not, but I'm getting off of it there.
And then for comfort, we have adjustable seats, but they're all the way back. We have air vents here if you need some air. Turn those. If you get sick, we have barf bags somewhere. If somebody brought some.
Yeah.
In the event of a fire, there is no extinguisher on board. However, there is one over at the fuel station as well as inside Regal Air. If there is a fire, we would either go inside, ask for assistance, grab a fire extinguisher, pull the pin, extinguish the fire from bottom to the top. E for emergency exits. There are 2 exits to this aircraft, your door and mine. To open the door, you would pull on the latch. Close this time, and secure. For T is for traffic. As we're in the air, if you see any traffic in sight, please let me know. I will do the same. The more eyes in the skies, the better. And Y is for questions. Do you have any questions? Okay. Fuel shutoff valve is set to on. Electrical avionics are off. Circuit breakers all in. Okay. What is this guy right here? Pull off.
There's 2 types. There's some that you can actually pull out. So the ones that stick out a little bit are pull outs. But as long as you don't see any of the white,
Okay.
that means they are in. And I can't
It's
even
a strobe something fan, radio fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So both of those things. This is the
Alternator.
Yeah. And this is the alternator field. I'm not really sure what the difference is. And that doesn't. Oh, it does kind of.
Okay. Okay. Brakes hold. All right. Starting engine. Full rich. All the way in. Throttle open 1/4 inch. Sharp heat cold, and master switch on. Okay. Beacon lights are on. Beacon light on. Okay. Propeller area clear. Clear! And ignition start. Go.
Come on now.
Should I give it our prime? Prime?
Probably, yeah. It's kind of cool weather now. So when you pull it out one more time. Wait for all that sound to stop,
Okay.
because that means it's filling with fuel.
Got
And
it.
if you pump it out, you're not getting as much. There we go.
Go again. Pressure green, mixture lean. And flaps up. Brakes, press.
Need us before.
Go ahead.
Anyone needs a tow bar up there?
It'd be a good souvenir.
RNAV runway 34 left approaching use, arriving and departing runways 34 left and 34 right. Notice the airmen. Hazardous weather information for Washington available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact you have Yankee. Field airport information Yankee 1853 Zulu. Wind 330 at Niner. Visibility 10. Dew clouds 1,500. Temperature 13 dew point Niner. Altimeter 3036. RNAV runway 34 left approaching use, arriving and departing runways 34 left and 34 right. Notice the airmen. Hazardous weather information for Washington available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial contact you have Yankee. Field airport information.
Hey, ground 6 Jet Tango, did we hear somebody left their tow bar on the runway?
That's affirmative. That's why you had the circle, sir. Yep.
Testing. Oh, loud and clear. I think you get an award for doing that.
Yeah, we get award too for
Testing, okay.
for doing things like that as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, have you ever heard of the Royal
Somebody
Order
left a
of
tow
Blue
bar
Light?
somewhere?
On the runway, I think. What? Yeah, that's what you get if you take out a runway light.
We get an award if we point two people together on that taxiway, so it's pretty much the same thing, right?
What do they call that award?
The Golden Tow Bar Award.
That's funny.
Okay, so which direction are we going to be going out today?
I will go west today.
Alpha Bravo to Castle Cook 100.
And 6 Juliet Tango, follow that otter. Thanks for the help.
Roger, follow the otter.
Main ground RV 443 Romeo Victor at Regal with Yankee westbound.
RV 443 Romeo Victor, pin ground, runway 34 left, Alpha 7 intersection, taxi Delta Juliet Alpha.
Delta Juliet Alpha to Alpha 7, 443 Romeo Victor.
So before we call, we'll pull out.
Over there?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Do our brake check.
Main ground
Yep.
Sportsman 574 Bravo at East Condos with Yankee
Taxi Foxtrot to Regal. Sourceman 574 Bravo ping ground taxi to Crown Avionics via Foxtrot.
The reason we pull out is ground has asked us to do that. They want to be able to see which aircraft they're talking to. That's a noisy break. All right, I take controls.
Okay, your controls.
I have controls. I'll test my brakes as well. Oh, that's left. That's right.
Control
That's both. Your controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
For taxi departing to the west, over.
5106 ping ground. I hope I heard you right. Runway 34 left, Alpha 7, taxi to Alpha.
7V Alpha, and yeah, I'm over here at the fire department maintenance, or Alpha Echo.
Okay, thanks.
60.
Those are the few clouds at 1,500.
618 Juliet Romeo. I've got information Yankee. I'm also holding short of the Echo ramp, West Hangars, for an eastbound VFR departure.
618 Juliet Romeo ping ground. You want to take 34 right for me?
34 right, please.
618 Juliet Romeo, thank you very much. Taxi Delta 2 Delta
All right.
Golf.
618 Juliet Romeo, 34 right, Delta 2 Delta Golf.
All right. So it's going to be paying ground Cessna 5490 Bravo at Regal with information Yankee requesting departure to the west.
Sounds good, except for the aircraft.
Oh, yes. Tango. Okay. Paying ground Cessna 152 Lima Tango at Regal with information Yankee requesting departure to the west.
152 Lima Tango ping ground, runway 34 left, Alpha 7, taxi via Delta Juliet Alpha.
34 left, Alpha 7 via Delta Juliet Alpha to Lima Tango.
All right, good radio work.
Thank you.
Paying ground, Inching 280 November Charlie, holding short here at Alpha 6. Would like to proceed south on Alpha, left on Echo, and eventually end up at Foxtrot 3, please.
And Cessna 12 Echo, make it a Charlie Juliet Alpha, please. Sorry, 2 Lima Tango, verify that's you. Taxi via Charlie Juliet Alpha, please.
Charlie Juliet Alpha for 2 Lima Tango.
Thank you, and just hold short of Juliet. There's going to be a Nanchang taxi on Delta.
Hold short of Juliet, 2 Lima Tango.
0 November Charlie ping ground taxi Alpha.
He just changes on the fly.
Lima, hold short of Golf, please.
Okay, Nanchang 280 November Charlie, we'll go south here on Alpha. Delta, Juliet, and Lima, we'll hold short at Lima.
And we'll hold short of Juliet because there's going to be somebody coming.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Ping ground, hello, Bonanza 4451 Whiskey, West Hangars with Yankee, ready to taxi VFR south.
Bonanza calling ground, say again, please.
Hello again, that was Bonanza 4451 Whiskey, West Hangars, Yankee, ready to taxi VFR south.
Bonanza 4451 Whiskey, ping ground. Are you going to be coming out of Hotel 1 or Echo?
51 Whiskey out of Echo.
51 Whiskey, Roger. Give way to inbound Nanchang. They're on Alpha now. And then taxi Alpha 8, please. 34 left, Alpha 8, taxi via Alpha.
So are we going to hold here or
Yep.
turn and hold?
Yeah, we'll hold here before we enter Juliet.
And 2 Lima Tango, you can continue to taxi.
Roger, just say Roger.
Roger.
Basically Roger 2 Lima Tango, but that's cool. All right, so we go. Where I never saw the guy.
So this is Juliet, and then that's going to be Alpha. Turn right on Alpha.
Alpha 7.
So
Phoenix 11 flight, ping clearance. I don't have a flight plan for you yet. Let me check the system, sir.
Alpha 7's going to be to our left, right?
You got it.
And Phoenix 1-1, how'd you spell your call sign for the when you filed it? Phoenix 1-1 flight, roger. Nothing's stored. Let me file one for you real quick. What's your intended altitude, and you just want to go direct Whidbey?
So what's your recommendation to get more versed at all the different scenario possibilities with the radio communications? Like they can change it up any time.
Yeah. We could talk through some of those.
3 minutes, I'll get that going for you. Then
There is a guide basically for radio communication. I'll have to search for it, but it gives you probably way too much. But I could kind of come up with some to give you. We could talk about it.
Okay.
That'd probably be best on the ground.
We're coming up over here behind this guy, right?
I'm going radio car with aircraft, and so it's going to be a couple more minutes of multiple hours.
Yeah, there's somebody coming out as well, so maybe we'll go to that side over there.
No problem.
Well, you can go ahead and pull in. Let's see what's happening here. They're going to come to a stop. So maybe go ahead and enter Alpha 7 on the far side.
Okay.
Since he's coming in on this.
And Cessna just exited. Where are you parking? And 2 Lima Tango, south side of Alpha 7, please.
Affirmative, south side, Alpha 7, 2 Tango.
And Cessna just exited Alpha 7, you ready to taxi?
2-3 Charlie, ready to taxi.
2-3 Charlie, roger, taxi Alpha Juliet Delta to the ramp. 9-0 number Charlie, continue on Lima, hold short Golf, I'll get you going shortly.
Okay, Nanchang 0 November Charlie, we'll proceed straight ahead and hold short of Golf, no problem.
You're kind of still in Alpha a little bit, so you need to move up a bit. There we go.
Okay. Can we do our run up here, or should we pull forward?
I'm going to pull forward, and I would also turn a little bit, pull forward and then point it that way a little bit, so that your blast is not going to anybody who parks behind you.
For north departure with Yankee.
All righty.
Okay.
Alright, calling for a taxi, go ahead.
This is Cub 19 X-ray Charlie at Castle and Cook for taxi north departure Yankee.
Cub 19 X-ray
Actually, we're supposed to do
Charlie,
cabin doors,
roger,
latch,
Alpha 4,
flight controls free and correct.
Okay, so you don't need
Yeah,
to.
I skipped a couple steps there.
Yeah, there you go.
Alpha to Alpha 4, 34 left, 19 X-ray
Flight
Charlie.
controls.
Hey, Golf 3 Cessna, pull forward for me, pull north on Alpha.
Okay.
Cessna Golf 3, pull forward, please.
Forward at Golf 3,
Trim
Thank you.
tabs. Where are we
With you, I need room behind you for aircraft crossing.
Flight instrument set, so
9 November Charlie, cross runway 34 right at Golf 3 with Alpha Lake.
altimeter 3036.
Okay, Nanchang 280 November Charlie, well cross 34 right, Golf 3 to Foxtrot 3 and make it quick. Thanks.
That's way off, huh?
Yeah.
It was way off.
With the Alpha, taxi to the ramp via Golf, have a good day.
Type of ramp via Golf, have a good day, 85 Whiskey Alpha.
And Phoenix 1-1, I have your clearance.
7074
That 3036 seems low.
Calling ground standby. Phoenix 1-1, you are clear to Navy,
Alright.
would be via the Payne.
But we're actually lower than
I gotta fix
elevation.
Sorry about that.
What's the field elevation?
600 7, is it?
Yeah, 608 or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's only a few feet off, and you have, it just needs to be within 75 feet of it, so
Okay.
you're well within that.
Okay. And our heading indicator, it is between 30 and west. Oh.
Phoenix 1-1, I apologize. Say your equipment suffix? Is
that correct?
Looks good to me. Yep, about 285.
Okay, so we got airspeed 0. We are level with blue over brown. Altimeter set. Heading indicator set. Vertical speed is 0. Checking our bolts.
Seminole at Alpha 7, head back to the central ramp. Alpha Juliet Charlie.
Okay.
Taxi to ATP via Alpha Juliet Charlie. 707.
We're ready to do mixture rich. Throttle 1700 RPM. Magnetos.
Whiskey Alpha requesting Delta for parking.
Left. Okay, back to both. And right.
It's good to call out like how many RPMs it drops.
Okay. So that dropped about 60.
Okay, good.
Back to both. Carb heat is off. Oil pressure temperature is both in the green.
Yep.
Ammeter is reporting 28 almost,
yep.
27. And amps are 1. Suction check in the green.
Yep.
Throttle back down to 1,000.
Okay.
We will go actually down to idle.
Okay.
And pull the carb heat.
Cool.
All right, Phoenix 1-1, I really apologize. Okay. You are cleared to Navy Whidbey. Pane 6 right. Departure. Direct ENAX.
Departure
direct.
briefing.
Maintain 3,000.
Oh, for departure briefing.
5 minutes after departure. Departure is 128.5.
Okay, for departure briefing, we're going to talk about 2 things, speeds and what to do in an emergency.
Right.
For speeds, we're going to rotate at VX, which is 50 knots. We're going to climb for VY at 67. If the engine fails after takeoff, we're going to fly 60 knots for best glide speed, then find a place to land by maintaining airspeed and control of the aircraft.
Sounds good.
In the event of an engine failure, before rotation, I'm going to bring the power back to idle and smoothly apply the brakes and exit the runway.
Okay.
In the event of an engine failure after takeoff without any runway left and we're below 1,000 feet, I'm not going to turn back to the runway. I'm going to land straight ahead somewhere or near the Boeing plant, which has open concrete where we can land and treat it as a normal landing. If we have an engine failure on the ground and it looks like we might hit something, I'm going to pull the throttle to idle, pull the mixture to lean, turn the fuel selector off, ignition off, master switch off. We don't want to strike anything with the propellers. That could lead to a fire.
Okay, cool. And the second step after pulling throttle, actually, you do it at the same time you do this, is hit the brakes. So yeah, get on the brakes immediately.
Okay, roger that.
So you just don't go off. One other thing, you said that we're going to rotate at VX. We're going to rotate at VR. VR.
Okay.
So VR is the rotation speed. It doesn't say VR there, but it does say rotate at 50.
Okay.
And you can see that it's different from VX, which is 55. And it's different from VY as well.
So rotate at 50 and climbing for VY 67.
You got it. Right.
Just see the 820 read back, I think.
Okay. And finally, during takeoff, I will have flight controls, and I will also be doing radio at all times. I'll be making a normal takeoff with a left turn to the west.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to be at Payne Tower, Cessna 152 Lima Tango at Alpha 7, 34 left. Ready for departure?
That's right, ready for west departure. I think you check your checklist. I think there's one more thing to do before we call them.
Ground, Phoenix 1-1, flight of 2, taxi with Yankee.
Radio set.
Runway 34 left,
We need to
taxi
set the
via
radio.
Bravo.
Yep.
So radio for tower is going to be 120, 132.95.
Okay.
Land.
Okay. And
Then we got transponder, alt ground.
1200, ground is fine.
Pulse nav lights as required for landing.
So we need pulse.
Pulse.
And we'll take the strobe as well. Nav is for nighttime only.
Okay. And we're good to go?
Yep.
All right.
Number 9X, correction, 9X, Charlie, turn right 20 degrees, traffic enter left 2 miles, enter down 1,700. Mode C unreadable, say altitude.
19, next way Charlie, 20 degrees to the right and altitude is 1600.
Number 9, Charlie, Whiskey, traffic 12 o'clock, 1 mile, turning to the northeast, altitude reported 1,600.
Payne Tower 152 Lima Tango at Alpha 7, 34 left, ready for departure to the west.
152 Lima Tango, Payne Tower, standby.
Standby to Lima Tango.
Number 9 X-ray Charlie, resume on navigation, traffic no factor.
9 X-ray Charlie, resume navigation.
What does resume navigation mean?
It basically means that he was flying, and the tower basically told him to make a turn a particular heading or something like that, and so, to avoid traffic or whatever. And now everything's okay, so he can resume his normal navigation, just go wherever he wants to go, basically. That's a good question.
In response to that, it'd just be resume navigation to Lima Tango?
I would just say, you could just say to Lima Tango, or you could just say Roger to Lima Tango.
Okay.
Yep.
Or Wilco to Lima Tango?
Yep.
We have a plane coming in.
November 9 Charlie, Whiskey, number 3, follow traffic ahead of you on down, runway 34 left, clear land.
Clear land number 3, 34 left, 9 Charlie, Whiskey, thank you.
Turned out to be a beautiful day today.
Yeah.
We're probably next after this guy, right?
Oh, check it out. On the taxiway.
Oh, cool.
That's so cool. Okay.
Yes.
Wrong moment.
We got to get those.
Hopefully they don't clear us for takeoff.
Number 9 Charlie, Whiskey, extend down, I'll call your base turn.
Alright, we'll extend downwind and wait for your call. 9 Charlie, Whiskey, thank you.
Number 9 Bravo Tango, extend upwind. Number 2 Tango Lima, no delay, exit Alpha 6, contact ground point 8.
Exiting Alpha 6, contact ground point 8, 202 Tango Lima. Thanks.
That's so cool, man.
That's awesome.
Dudes. Thumbs up, dudes. They waved. What a way to make a living.
You don't see that very often here, huh? Do
No.
you? Are they getting ready to take off then?
I believe they are. Make some noise.
Number 9 Bravo Tango, extend downwind, follow traffic at your 12 o'clock 2 miles, also extending.
Extended down and follow traffic. 697 Bravo Tango.
Number 3 Alpha Tango, turn right at Alpha 6, contact ground point 8.
Left turn, right turn Alpha 6 on the ground for 3 Alpha Tango.
Main tower, Super Cub 104 Julia Delta, 5 miles to the northeast with current information, landing pane.
On 104 Julia Delta, contact tower on 120.2, you can expect east side.
0.3.
120.2.
You might get to watch them take off here.
Phoenix 1-1 is a flight of 2, take off.
Phoenix 1-1, Ping Tower, stand by, traffic crossing downfield and traffic will be landing shortly.
Phoenix 1-1. Hold short, 3-4 left.
So they take off together, because he said a flight of 2.
You catch their call sign?
I didn't, I heard it, but I didn't memorize it.
Main tower, 349er Charlie Whiskey, still waiting for your call for base.
Number 9 Charlie Whiskey, Roger, stand by, traffic will hold in position, I'll call your base.
Okay, standing by, 9er Charlie Whiskey. Want to make sure you didn't forget about it.
Phoenix 1-1 flight, runway 34 left, full length, line up and wait, traffic crossing downfield.
Oh, they get to go before us. I wonder why that is. I wonder if they have priority.
We're looking line point, runway 34 left.
Probably.
Oh, they're going to get on the runway.
There they go. They're rolling.
Main tower, good afternoon. Cessna 182 Kilo Mike is approximately 900 miles to the west. Information Yankee inbound.
182 Kilo Mike, Ping Tower, no left down, 34 left.
Turn left down with 34 left, 2 Kilo Mike.
Number 9 Charlie Whiskey, start your base turn.
Okay, 9er Charlie Whiskey turning to base.
Number 9 Bravo 10, do you have your tractor following sight, heading to your left 1 mile?
We're sitting here for a long time. I am leaning out. I'm leaning a little bit just so that we don't foul up the plugs.
Oh, okay.
That'll warm the engine up a little bit and burn off any carbon or lead that kind of builds on the spark plugs. It's the same reason we do it when we taxi. But if you hold for a long time, it's good to pull it out, but just don't forget to put it back in. So I'll usually keep my hand on it.
Main tower, City 535, holding short of 34 left Alpha 4 VFR northeastbound, or eastbound.
Are they side by side or are they?
I think one's probably just behind the other. I'm not sure though.
Phoenix 1-1.
There they go.
Full length, cliff takeoff.
Phoenix 1-1, clear takeoff, runway 34 left.
Jet City 535, Main Tower, you'll be number 3 for departure, standby.
They go.
One starts off. Interesting.
November 9er Charlie Whiskey, runway 34 left, clear land.
Clear land, 34 left.
9er awesome.
Holy crap.
Low approach only, departing F-18s, caution wait turbulence.
I've never heard anything like that before.
That is amazing.
Sorry, clear touch and go, 9er Bravo Tango.
And we're inside, like, noise suppressing.
Yeah, that's got to be super loud out there. That's awesome.
That was the bomb. I love that.
Payne Tower, RV202 Tango Lima, holding short at Alpha 7 for northwest departure. With Yankee.
Only move, Payne Tower, standby. November 9er Bravo 10, you copy, runway 34 left, clear, low approach only for wait turbulence on departed F-18s.
Cleared for low approach. We will do a low approach, won't land. 9er Bravo Tango.
Okay, cool.
So this guy coming in is going to do a low approach and not land?
Because of wake turbulence, he said.
You're approaching the Clinton Prairie Dock for Yankee for landing, over.
I don't completely understand that because, to me, a low approach could also put you in the wake turbulence just as much as a touch and go.
That's true. Three minutes is a long time to have to wait for wake turbulence, too.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of people waiting for takeoff.
Number 2 Kilo Mike, number 3, follow Cessna 1 mile final, runway 34 left, clear land.
Say again for 2 Kilo Mike.
Number 2 Kilo Mike, number 2 now following Cessna 1 mile final, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Clear to land number 234 left, 2 kilo Mike.
No, he's going to land.
Main Tower, this is 739 Bravo Tango. Can you clarify our clearance, please?
Number 9 Charlie Whiskey, contact ground point 8.
Order ground point 8. Thanks for your help. 9 Charlie Whiskey.
Number 9 Bravo Tango, clear low approach only, runway 3 for left.
So this guy got to land, but the other guy can do low approach only.
Oh,
okay, not sure why. I wonder how far those F-18s are away from us now. Probably pretty far.
Probably by now. Oh, you can see them, can't you?
Let's see if they're on here.
Number 06 Sierra, extend down, I'll call your base.
Standing downwind, 06 Sierra, here, call my base.
Don't see them.
They're probably in Canada by now.
Exactly. I'm not completely sure that they're going to be visible. They probably don't want to be visible on civilian.
Right. That would make sense. We got one more coming in.
I think we're number one of all the people that are out here.
Should be. Looks like a Regal airplane.
It's our 180.
Number 2 kilo Mike, exit
182.
Ground point 8.
Alright, exit 34 left and ground point 8, 2 kilo Mike.
Main Tower, Centurion 210 Ski Tango, looking for 34 right.
Centurion 210 Whiskey Tango, Payne Tower, contact tower on the east side, 120.2.
Contact tower 120.2, 0 Whiskey Tango.
November 2 Lima Tango, westbound approved, runway 34 left at Alpha 7, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 34 left, 2 Lima Tango.
All right, let's get going. Fill our way.
Cessna 9 Bravo Tango, extend downwind. You're following traffic 3 miles south of your position, extending downwind as well.
Cessna 739 Bravo Tango, going downwind and follow traffic.
V rotate.
Okay.
November 2 Lima Tango, if able, make an early westbound turn.
Turn westbound, 2 Lima Tango.
Just City 535, test on that one will be turning westbound, say again, direction runway 3 for left, Alpha 4, clear for takeoff.
Eastbound, Just City 535.
Just City 535, fly straight, I'll call the turn.
Straight out, you'll call the turn, Just City 535.
Number 060, turn base.
Turn base, 060.
Well, that was a long way.
That was. That's another disadvantage of training at a Delta airspace, right? versus a non-towered. You can just get up and go.
Well, it depends. I mean, they, you know, like at Arlington, they get pretty busy, but yeah, sometimes over here you got to wait for a while. Let's try to avoid these little clouds. Maybe go under. I don't know if you'll. Yeah.
So when do I know to be outside the pattern altitude of 1600?
When do you know what now?
So right now we should be at 1600 pattern altitude because we're inside the pattern.
Nope.
No?
At Alpha 7, 34 left, 202 Tango Lima, headed to the northwest.
Because we're departing the pattern. We're departing, so we don't need to stay at that up. Okay.
202 Tango Lima.
What altitude do you want to be at?
I want to go up to 4, but for now I just want to make sure that we don't go through the cloud here. Actually, you can turn right to a heading of maybe 300.
300.
And that looks clearer, so we can climb. Continue your climb. Yeah.
Bravo at Alpha 7, holding short 34 left, ready for takeoff for northwest departure.
5490 Bravo, Paint Tower, stand by.
Stand by, 90 Bravo.
I'm on Bravo, Tango, turn base, number 2, running 34 left, cleared, touch and go.
Sending base, 697 Bravo, Tango.
That's my student getting ready for his first solo cross country. On the radio, I just heard him.
Cool.
Jet City 535, eastbound approved.
Eastbound approved, Jet City 535.
Do you happen to remember when we leave the class Delta, what the order of it is?
It is right on the edge here, right on Useless Bay, and then just right where the ferry is it.
Paint Tower, Amphib 2699 Mike.
So do we have to do anything as we exit the airspace?
No, but we need to stay on the frequency until we exit. Once we exit, we can leave the frequency. We don't need to let him know or anything. We just
34 Alpha 4.
Is there an airspeed I want to target?
Best rate to climb.
That would be 67?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, we're above the little puffy clouds. And they're higher than they said they were.
3,000?
They look like they were like around 25 or so, I think.
Okay. They said they were at 1100?
They said they were few at 15, which would have been 2100 on the altimeter.
060, turn right at Alpha 8, contact ground point 8.
Alpha 8, ground point 8, 060.
Alright, we'll just get a little further away from the... And it's cold. I'll take the controls. Would you mind closing that?
Sure.
It's kind of cold. Okay, you have
got flight controls.
Alrighty, when we get to 4, what we're going to practice now is an emergency descent. So emergency descent is a little different than from what we did last time. Last time was basically simulating that we lost an engine and we were looking for a place to land. This time we're going to simulate like we got something that we need to get on the ground really quick for.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of time. We got to get down as fast as we can.
Okay.
And can you think of a scenario where you want to get down as fast as possible?
Engine fire?
Got it. Any type of fire, smoke in the cockpit, stuff like that. It's urgent. Just get down as quick as you can. There's kind of two main ways to do it. One way, all you got to do is basically just lower the nose. You can just point the nose down. As long as you stay below the red line, you're good. If it's a really bumpy day, you should actually stay below the yellow arc. But if it's smooth, it's not turbulent, you can go all the way up to close to the red line. So you can just push the nose down and go wherever you want to go. But it might be that you want to land like directly below you. Like let's say you're right over an airport or like a good field to land. In that case, you would do something different, which is called a steep spiral, descending spiral. So the way that works is all we really got to do is just slow the plane down, get full flaps, and then just roll into a bank. And you'd always do it to the left because you're going to assume that you're going to be looking out your window at there's a target like a field below you or an airport.
Okay.
So you always do it to the left so that you can keep a good eye on wherever it is you're heading for. So let's do one. Are there any clouds down below you down there?
No, but we got traffic below us.
About 1900, yeah. Let's turn maybe right to a heading of north. And yeah, that'll work. Alrighty. And traffic-wise, we're good. That traffic that was below is no longer a factor. So, let's go ahead. So if you just look down outside there, and you can just pick something that's pretty much directly below.
Directly below, or just right off to
Just right off to your side a bit.
Okay.
You're going to be circling above that.
All right. So that field right there, that rectangular grassy field.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good. So what we can do is pull on your carb heat. Pull the power back to about 1500 RPMs. And you're already in the wide arc, so go ahead and get full flaps.
Full flaps.
Yep.
On.
Don't let yourself descend, just keep the nose up. All right. Now what you're going to do is roll into a 30-degree bank to the left, and you're going to use the pitch to keep your speed. Let's keep it around maybe right where it is. 65 is fine. So and so what you're doing is you're looking out the window at your spot, whatever that happens to be. You're also looking in front of you for traffic. You're keeping an eye on your instruments.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to descend down, and I want you to recover at 2,000 feet. So at 2,000, as you get close to 2,000, maybe 2,100, you're going to roll the wings level. You're going to add full power, carb heat cold, and slowly get rid of those flaps. So as you can see, we're descending at about 800 feet a minute. So it's a pretty good way to descend. Now let me just take the controls for a second. I'll show you something.
You have flight controls?
I have controls. I'm going to go ahead and roll that bank over to about 45. Now you can see our rate of descent is 1,500 feet a minute, right? Yep. Now I've let the nose get down a little bit too much, so we got a little bit fast there, raising the nose. Now I'm going to go bring it back to 30 degrees, which is a little more comfortable.
Okay.
But less of a descent rate, as you can see.
All right.
So you don't forget to recover at 2,000.
Okay.
And looking for traffic around here. There is actually traffic over there. Keeping an eye out. Oh, I got him in sight.
So at 2,000, I'm going full throttle or 2,200 RPM?
You're going to roll the wings level, and you're going to go full throttle, and you're going to slowly get rid of the flaps.
Okay, wings level.
Okay.
Full throttle?
Yep. RP cold.
RP cold, and slowly get rid of flaps.
Yep. Nice job. All right, let's climb back up to 4,000. And let's just kind of try to stay in this area. You could maybe do a circling climb. Boy, there's a lot of traffic around. I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Maybe do a left turn back to heading of about 060.
060.
Yep. So you can do, like I said, you can do the bank from 30 to 45 degrees.
40 keep banking?
Yeah, you're fine. I'm just saying during the emergency descent.
Okay.
Your bank angle can be from 30 to 45.
Okay.
45 will get you on the ground quicker.
Alpha, we are 3 miles to the west at 2,000 feet.
There is a lot of traffic over here. I'm keeping an eye on them. All right, let's do a right turn to 120.
120.
Right turn.
Right turn.
That's all right. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I see.
Another one at our 1 o'clock? 2 o'clock?
Behind us, yeah. Let's do a 180 turn to the right, so right turn to 270.
270.
Yep. And level off at 4. Okay.
Southeast Park Air traffic, 3908 Juliet is...
Any clouds down there?
Nope.
I believe there's traffic down there, but they're way down low.
Yep, I see him. He's to my 9 o'clock.
Okay, cool. And don't think that's going to be a factor. We'll keep an eye on it. Because we're just going to descend 2,000 feet, so he'll still be 1,000 below our final altitude. So, do you remember the steps to do it this time?
So I'm going to pull the throttle back to 1,500 and then bank about 30 to 45.
So, throttle to 15. First is carb heat.
Carb heat first. Okay.
Throttle to 15. Don't descend. The whole purpose of bringing the throttle back is to slow yourself down.
Okay.
So pull the power back and throttle to 15. Actually, I forgot something last time too. Wow. So you can go and get your full flaps in.
Full flaps. Do I want to do it slowly, one at a time?
No, you can do them all.
Okay.
And then once you do full flaps, pull the power all the way back to idle.
Idle.
There you go. And then get your 30 degrees and use your pitch to maintain about 65 knots. I got the guy inside down below. And you're going to recover once again at 2,000 feet. Oh, good. You're doing the 45-degree bank.
I'm going a little fast. So.
All right, just pull the nose up. Just gradually pull that nose up a little bit until you get the speed that you want.
Okay.
Here you go.
1152 Juliet over Enum, cloud 2,300, maneuvering southeast.
Alrighty. I'll take this just for a second. I'm going to adjust a touch of power. There you go. Keep on coming down. Don't see any traffic.
$2,500 feet.
Alrighty.
I'm going to level off about now.
Okay.
And I'm going carb heat on. Flaps.
Power first. You're going to stall if you don't get that power in. Don't let the nose pitch up. Don't let the nose pitch up.
Oh.
That'll get you into a power launch stall. There you go.
Do I have to slowly bring the
I would gradually reduce the flaps, yeah.
Okay.
78 Mike's on the west side of Long Lake, 1,700, tracking BOR radio.
And I'm full throttle, right?
Yep. You're basically full throttle until you get the speed you want or climb to the altitude you want, and then you can go into cruise mode, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, let's head back up to 4 one more time. And actually, you can do a heading. It looks like it's better over here. We can fly maybe 210. It looks like there's probably less traffic over there and less clouds.
210.
Yep.
Northeast Francis area. Grand catcher 5689 Mike over Bellevue 1000.
So when you recover, you got full flaps in, which means you got tons of drag slowing the plane down. So if you don't immediately get your power in, the airplane's going to slow and eventually stall. So the recovery is level the wings, get immediately full power first, then carb heat, and then slowly, gradually get rid of those flaps. But you did a really good job with the bank angle, going to 45. A lot of students get kind of freaked out by that, because it does kind of look and feel a little bit weird.
Yeah. I think I'm really focused on the instruments when we're doing it, but I'm not looking outside to get freaked out.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me, but
yeah.
I should be looking at the sight picture outside.
You should be looking both at the ground that you're going to be heading, because if it's a real emergency, you want to make sure that you get to the place that you want to be.
Right.
So you might adjust your turn a little bit here and there to kind of keep yourself right over that spot.
Okay.
And you can only know that by looking out.
Right.
And you also don't want to run into anything, and so like another aircraft, so always looking outside the front too.
We're at 3600.
Okay. You can turn right to 210.
210.
Southeast practice area, Cessna 172 Romeo Alpha, 1 north southeast of Black Diamond, maneuvering.
Alright, we're going to level off.
Okay. You noticed that the last time I added a little power?
Yeah.
So about every 1,000 feet as you're descending, it's good to add a little power so the engine doesn't get too cool. If the engine cools too much, it's not good for it. They can actually contribute to like cracking of cylinder or something like that.
How much power should I be adding?
Just add a couple hundred RPMs to just kind of just for a couple seconds is all you really needed to do.
Okay, we're just at 4100.
Okay. Let's get over the land so you can basically have something to look at. Looking for traffic as we go, not seeing anybody around. We're close by.
If I were to choose a spot here, would be right over there at 11 o'clock. Is that enough patch of space there to land in? Kind of the green area. There's a brown area and then there's a green area just right up.
Well, you know, honestly, for what we're practicing going straight down. If there was a fire, would I go over there?
Too far.
Yeah, I'd want to get on the ground really quick. So I would pretty much pick the best thing, even if it's just like forest that's right below me. If I was going to land in forest, I would try to land in a place that had shorter trees and taller trees. Because taller trees run the risk that you'll survive the landing, but you'll die falling from the tree.
So what's more important, the trees or a flat space?
I'd say
trees.
Flat. Actually, you'd rather land in a flat space with trees than like a hilly space that was smooth.
So I would not want to land in this orangish, reddish area here.
I can't really see it. Let me close. It just kind of depends on how you put it down in there. You could probably make it work. But you got all this. Look at all this. This is all great stuff right here. So you could get it. You could get it in there. All right, I'll let you go ahead and do the maneuver whenever you're ready.
Okay. So
no traffic around that's of any concern that I see.
Okay. Can you give me the order of operations again?
Yep. Sure thing. So it's going to be carb heat, 1500. Once you're in the wide arc, full flaps. Power to idle, and then roll into the maneuver. 30 to 45 degrees, and use pitch for about 65 knots.
Okay. So carb heat.
Yep.
In the white arc, flaps, and then I'm going to pitch and pull out the throttle.
Yep. So carb heat, throttle 15, white arc, full flaps, throttle idle, and then roll into the maneuver.
Okay. So carb heat, 15. Okay, flaps, full flaps.
Well, not yet, because you're not in the white arc. Yep, and so that's why we don't let it descend. So you're descending, and that doesn't slow it down. It actually.
I got to maintain.
Now you can go ahead and get full flaps.
I got to keep
all the way down.
up.
And throttle idle.
Throttle idle.
And go ahead and then start your maneuver. Get that nose down, so you're about 65. There you go. Let's see, did I give you the maneuvers handbook?
No.
I didn't? Okay. Boy, it's hard for me to look down at my lap and write when we're in this maneuver. Don't let the nose come down and get too fast.
Yeah, pulling it.
Because that can damage the flaps if you go too fast. If you go outside of the white arc. All right. When we get back inside, I'm going to email you the maneuvers handbook PDF. I thought I'd sent you that.
Okay.
Traffic is still good.
I'm going to give it a little bit of throttle.
Okay. All right, that's good. And then back to idle. All right, we passed 2,000.
Okay, we'll level off. Full throttle, carb heat on, or off?
Yeah.
Nose down. And flaps.
Don't let it pitch up. Yeah. Cool. All right, that was good. We still need to work on it a bit.
Okay.
So that time you missed your 2,000 altitude.
Okay.
Southeast Texas area, Skycatcher 6029 Victor. Over in plot 2,000 feet, leaving the Texas area.
Okay, let's just climb up to maybe 3,000.
3,000.
We'll get our ATIS.
08, visibility 10, skies clear, temperature 14, dew point 9er, altimeter 3035. RNAV runway 34 left approaching you, landing departing runway 34 left and 34 right. Notice airman, taxiway Charlie centerline markings between terminal ramp and central ramp non-standard. Taxiway Delta and Golf centerline markings non-standard. Hazardous weather information for Western Washington available on flight service frequencies. Advise on initial call. Give information Zulu. Field airport information Zulu, 19053 Zulu observation, wind 3208, visibility 10, skies clear, temperature 14, dew point 9er, altimeter 3035. RNAV runway 34 left approaching you.
Okie dokie, we can turn right to a heading of 030.
030.
Number 32 Golf, you're still on Payne Tower frequency traffic southwest of your position, 2 miles northbound, 3,700 indicated.
3,000 feet, right?
Yep, you got it. Alrighty, we'll wait till we cross the water here, and when we get across, you can call them. And just tell me you're at Useless Bay, and we'll do full stop with Zulu.
Request here, 8 Juliet Foxtrot, westbound approved.
So, Payne Tower 152 Lima Tango over Useless Bay with information Zulu for full stop?
That's right. You got it.
Alright. Go ahead.
Let's get across the water because we're not Useless Bay. You can see we're actually across the water. Useless Bay is here.
Right there. Oh, okay.
It looks like it because we're high, so.
Yeah.
But we're.
Oh, I see. It's over there.
Yeah. This basically, this is the edge of use. This is the end of Useless Bay, and this is. We could also call. Actually, we could call it as possession point as well. Maybe use possession point.
Okay.
Because this point here, the bottom kind of tip of the island here, they call it possession point. Although it doesn't say it on the map, or does it? Yeah, it does. It says possession. It's not an official. So all of the official reporting points on the sectional chart have the little flag there.
Yeah.
So there's one called a double bluff. Actually, Useless Bay is not an official reporting point, but Payne Tower, they know it really well.
Okay.
It's just kind of a thing you have to be local to kind of know. A lot of times when you fly into other areas, you'll notice that there's a lot of things that kind of the local people know that's not really necessarily on the chart. So the tower might say, you know, fly to. It might say some word that you don't even know what that means, and it might be the name of a shopping center that everyone kind of knows, or something like that. So it's.
So what do you do in that case if you have no idea?
Just say I'm unfamiliar. Just say unfamiliar. And they'll help you out.
Yeah, Payne Tower Glass Air requesting a switch.
Number 8 Juliet Foxtrot, say again request?
I'd like to switch out to frequency.
They'll probably tell us to enter a left base for 34 left, so we'll just go straight across and then turn left and land. Or they might tell us to enter a left downwind, which means we would turn right, then base, then final.
Okay.
All right, I think we're close enough. You can call them at possession point now.
Payne Tower 152 Lima Tango over possession point with information Zulu for full stop.
Number 152 Lima Tango, Payne Tower, enter left downwind, approaching left base, running 34 left.
Left base 34 left, 2 Lima Tango.
Cool. Alrighty, so you can basically turn a little bit to the right, maybe a heading of 080.
080.
That should work. We'll fly right over my girlfriend's house.
Alright. She lives in Mukilteo?
Yeah, she's officially, I think she's officially Edmonds, or maybe she's officially unincorporated Snohomish. But kind of between Edmonds and Mukilteo.
Well, that makes it a short commute for you then, if you're staying over.
It is pretty nice. It's nice to have a 10-minute drive to work as opposed to like this morning was around 40.
Yeah. I have a 3-minute drive to work.
Are you in Mukilteo?
I'm in Linwood.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so my shop is 3 minutes from the house.
Oh, okay, cool.
0618 Julie Romeo, I exited the active on...
What kind of a shop do you have?
I have a furniture store.
Oh, cool.
Downtown Linwood.
Nice.
Ground, 0.8618.
All right, we can go ahead and start heading down, descending.
Okay. So, down to 1700?
Use power at your discretion, but we'll come on down to 1600 altitude. That'll be the pattern altitude.
Okay.
And so for landing checks, I usually like to, I don't know if we've talked through this, but I start with the seat belts, and then I go down to here and check the fuel selector. And then the rest is easy because I just go from here all the way to the left. So flaps are good, mixture's rich, throttle fine, carb heat's fine for now, lights are on, ignition's on both. So they call that a flow, and usually it has like an L shape. We start, like it'd be L if you started here and went up, and I just add seat belts in at the beginning.
Okay.
There's also a landing checklist on here, but for me, I don't know. I just like to memorize a flow. Airlines use tons of different flows that you have to memorize. All right, this looks pretty good. Maybe turn 10 degrees left. That's good. Oh, a lot of haze down at this altitude, huh?
Yeah.
If I lost an engine here, I'd probably land on that little beach over there. Or there are some golf courses over here as well.
Okay.
We actually put it on the railroad track down there.
Tango, runway 34 left, clear land.
Clear land, 34 left, 2 Lima Tango.
I'm going to level off at 1600.
Okay. Alrighty. And since you're in the wide arc, you can go ahead and get 10 degrees. Actually, you can go ahead and get 20 degrees. And we'll want to target about 70 knots. And you can continue descending. So try to establish about a 500 foot per minute descent rate. Pull power back to about 15. And I'll just let you turn final when you believe it's the right time so that you're lined up.
To my right.
Oh, and we do have clearance.
Go one more notch, or leave it here?
You can go one more notch. All right, we should keep it around 60, no lower than 60. So if it gets slow, add power. Like you're down at 50 now, so that's getting kind of dangerously slow. So add power and lower the nose. There we go. We're 65. That's 60 to 65 is pretty good.
now.
What you can do is pull the power back now, because we were high enough, and lower the nose. There we go. Alrighty, we use ailerons to stay over the center line, and we use our feet to keep the nose pointing down the runway. You can pull the power back to idle.
Idle.
And just, there we go, just hold it off. There we go, nice. And just gently get on those brakes so that we'll make Alpha 7 exit. Go.
Delta 2 Lima Tango, contact ground point 8.
Ground point 8, 2 Lima Tango. We go over here, Alpha 7. We should be able to fit with this guy. If we'll stay to the right-hand side, and he'll stay to the left. There we go. You have controls?
I've got controls.
And just, there we go, stay close to the right.
Helicopter 19 November Golf is 9.2 miles
There you
over
go.
Kenmore. Request a transition on the east side for Arlington, 1,000 foot, 9 November Golf.
Number 19 November Golf, contact tower 120.2 for transition on the east side.
Okay, we can stop here.
0.2, transition on the east side, 9 November Golf.
Nice. And you can do your after landing checks.
After landing, clear of runway, flaps up, carb heat, cold, lights as required, gesture lean, transponder ground alt.
Oops.
Oops.
Alrighty, let's, I'll take care of this. So the lean,
yeah, so
it's just lean for taxi, yeah.
Oh, not
there we
all
go.
the way out.
Yep.
I see. Okay.
Alrighty, we can go ahead and call ground and just ask for taxi from Alpha 7 to Regal.
What is it? Pain ground 152 Lima Tango.
At Alpha 7.
Alpha 7.
Taxi to Regal.
Paying ground, Skylane 20838 at the West Condo Hangars and Taxiway Echo. I've got Zulu. I'd like a northwestbound departure, please.
Number 2038, ping ground, runway 34 left at Alpha 7, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha 7, taxi via Alpha, per 838.
Pain ground 152 Lima Tango at Alpha 7, taxi to Regal.
System 152 Lima Tango, ping ground. Use caution for aircraft. It's straight ahead. They'll be crossing Alpha to Alpha 7. Reference that traffic. Taxi across to Alpha, then taxi via Echo, Delta 2, Delta.
We got traffic in sight. Alpha, Echo, Delta 2, Delta to Regal 2 Lima Tango. Alright, straight ahead.
How do you remember all of that?
Because I kind of already knew it. Like, you know, you know all the possible routes if you work here every day full time.
Okay. Let's say you were at an unfamiliar airport. Would you have been able to remember all the instructions?
Let's go ahead and pull ahead here.
Okay.
I'll answer that question. Well, typically I would have written them down.
Okay.
I usually write it down anyway. I just have my hands full, but so typically I would write down what he said. And then if I was at an unfamiliar airport, I would definitely, you should always have the airport diagram with you. If you're here, I don't need it because I know it so well, but at an unfamiliar, I would have it. And worst case scenario, I would just say, you know, whatever, if I'm at a different airport, LA Tower or LA Ground, Cessna 2 Lima Tango, I'm unfamiliar, request progressive taxi. And he'll basically say, okay, taxi straight ahead, okay. See that place on the right, you're going to turn right there. He'll just guide you all the way there.
I see.
And they don't mind you. It's not like they mind. So this is a cool way to come because you get to see a lot of airliners.
Yeah.
The one thing that's different about this taxiway, and a lot of times they'll mention it. They'll say, they'll usually say, exercise caution on
Echo non-movement area. So this is not, this is actually ramp, just like Regal ramp.
Okay.
They don't have control here, so you could have a car cross in front of us or anything. Whereas on taxiways, they have control. You don't have any cars out there apart from airport vehicles. But you could just have some airplane owner driving up to his hangar over here.
Right.
And so they can't control that. So we're basically taxiing at our own risk here. And he should have warned us, but he didn't.
What am I looking for now?
So this is Echo, and the next will be Delta 2, and then from Delta 2 we're going to make a sharp left. See, we're straight ahead, there's the D2 black background, which means that's where we are going to be. We're basically leaving Echo now. And we should see the line that tells us that we're coming back into the movement area, and that's straight ahead. As soon as we cross that line, we'll be on Delta 2, and you can immediate left will be Delta or right, and we're going to go left.
Taxi 34 right, vehicle 2791 Juliet.
There's the movement area line. This means that we're no longer in the ramp. We're going to go actually into in the area that they have control. And we'll take a left on Delta.
I don't want to go. We're still way up there.
Yeah.
Pain Tower, Skyhawk 92223 Charlie with information Zulu. At ATP parking, request taxi to 1834 right for northbound departure.
Still trying to get familiar with this airport because in my simulator I don't have all these planes for reference here.
Oh, really?
Right,
are you in MS?
Yeah.
Microsoft Flight Sim?
Yeah.
MS FS 2020, yeah. And they don't have those?
No.
Did you buy an update for it? Did you buy like an update for Pain?
No.
Because I know they have some airports where you can buy an update and it'll give you like a really super realistic experience. I don't know if they have those planes in there, but they should because they've been there forever.
Yeah.
Pain ground, Jet City 828. We just picked up Zulu. We're North Corporate taxi.
Jet City 828, Pain ground, runway 34 left, taxi via Bravo Alpha.
Bravo and Alpha to 34 left, Jet City 828.
Avionics switch off.
Avionics off, make sure idle cut on. Good. Beacon, make sure beacon's still on. Good. Ignition switch off. And master switch off. Control wheel lock.
So it looks like you missed something after landing. After landing check. So lights as required. So lights on the taxiway, all you need is the beacon. So you don't need your strobe light. You don't need your pulse light. Those are we just use the strobe and the pulse in the air for collision avoidance, so people see us. We don't really need those on the ground. You know, if you can't see another aircraft on the ground in the daytime,
okay.
you shouldn't be fine. It's pretty easy to see other aircraft. Okay. But in the air, it's a different story, right?
Yep.
Right on my wing.
All right.